It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. And now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? Welcome. Thank you for watching. Good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are. Maybe good morning if you're overseas somewhere. It is the Geno Jones Show, showtime. So I come to you live Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:30 p.m. Chicago, stand-up Central Time. Everybody out on the West Coast, live in Las Vegas, Los Angeles, up in Portland, Oregon, Seattle, the Bay Area, as I pop my collar. 4:30 p.m. in the afternoon, maybe about 4:31. So tell everybody to subscribe to the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. Subscribe, share. You can rip some of the video, chop it up, rip it, do a screenshot, make it go viral, pull some clips, get your little video clip, chop it up, a minute, 2 minutes, 30 seconds, 3 minutes, it's all good. You have my blessing. But spread the word for me, all right? Because we are about 46 new subscribers from becoming a YouTube partner. That means YouTube will monetize the channel and my media company. It is so important that we support Black-owned media. Shout out to Courtney Johnson, CojoLLC.com, sponsor of the Geno Jones Show, CojoLLC.com. Real estate company, if you're looking to buy or sell a home in the Carolinas, Courtney, 843-543-4022, 843-543-4022. And if you'd like to be a sponsor, I'm going to give you some information at the end of the show or tell you how you can financially support the show via Zelle. Use my email address, GenoJonesShow@gmail, or you can Cash App $Dad G Jones. $Dad G Jones. So I know, I just gave it to you, but I'll give it to you again, slow it down in more detail. All right, so shout out to the R&B groups, 112 and Total. They are on tour together called the Room 112 Tour. It kicked off, they were actually in Chicago last weekend. I saw them on the Tamron Hall show. Shout out to Tamron Hall. She said she's like, what, double nickel? 55 today, she was talking about. Man, black don't crack. All right, Tamron. Man, you and that glam squad, they doing it. They doing a damn thing. So shout out to 112. And shout out to the ladies of Total. They look great. So the tour's got some stops coming up in Dallas and New Orleans, Denver, out Inglewood, which is LA. Inglewood is by the airport, by LAX. Up in Oakland, Vegas, Philly, Indianapolis, Atlanta is coming your way. Charlotte is coming your way, you know, with them races as neo-Nazi ICE agents in Charlotte. Y'all stand strong, Charlotte, North Carolina. We're standing with you because you're only about 3 hours from where I am right now. Raleigh, the Room 112 Tour is coming your way. Atlanta, Detroit, DC. Oh, by the way, the special guest on this Room 112 Tour, your headliner 112, and then you got the ladies Total, Case. So it's like a straight up 90s, 2000s, like old school R&B tour. So I'm sure it's going to be a great show. By the way, this show is interactive. What does that mean? That means if you're watching me live right now, and I know you are because I can't see your face, but I'm looking, you know, I have a monitor and I know that, oh, you can see folks watching your show live. The show is interactive. You want me to shout you out, give you a shout out, you know, on my radio show Wednesday, I call Wednesdays Working Divas Wednesday. So shout out to all my working divas. So working divas, fellas, any and everybody, you want me to shout you out, your crew, your sorors, your sorority or fraternity, whatever it is. At work, maybe you got your earbuds in listening. You might be at the airport, at your gate, waiting on a flight, on a break, watching on your big screen TV up in your den, in your family room, in your media room, wherever you are. It's all good. I want to hear from you. I want to know who's watching. So please jump in my chat room and let me know who's. You see where it says live chat right there. Just jump in there, type your name, and let me know who's watching, and I got you. We'll give you a big shout out. So shout out to the R&B group 112 in total and Case. That's going to be a really, really hot tour. So reminding everybody once again, don't forget, it's the Geno Jones Show. We launched something called the Holiday Blackout. Basically, since, America and all these corporations and CEOs that was kissing Orange Hitler's ass, wanted to get rid and got rid of all their DEI programs. So they're all anti-DEI, which is like we don't want no black folks around. You've had over 300,000 black women that have lost their jobs, talented, qualified, brilliant black women. It's intentional. Because a lot of these companies really didn't want black women or black men around, so it was just convenient. So we said, okay. I said, listen, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this anti-DEI thing with you. We're gonna reverse engineer the anti-diversity, equity, and inclusion. We're gonna anti-DEI. Let's pull our money out of this economy. All right, let's anti-DEI our money and our talent. How about that? And let's start with the holiday, because this is the one time of year where these retailers, this is the most important time of the year, especially for these retailers and CEOs, because they got earnings report and they got their shareholders and board of directors. So they're really not trying to lose the money. But we need to speak with our money. As my grandmother Jean Jones taught me, she said, Jeannie, don't beg nobody to take your money. No, you don't. You're so anti-DEI. Well, okay, yes. So we are too. We are reverse engineering the anti-DEI. You don't want to be bothered with us. We don't want to be bothered with you. That means you don't want to be bothered with our money or our talent. So the holiday blackout, which leads me to shout out the We Ain't Buying It economic. Now, so what I call for the holiday blackout is no retailers. We support our black-owned businesses, but these major retailers and corporations, no. The way to get people's attention with money and power is to dig in them pockets. Digging them pockets. Digging them pockets so deep to where your hand will touch their thighs. Digging those pockets. All those CEOs and companies that's supporting this regime and this hatred and misogyny and just this cruelty and inhumanity. No, we're not doing that. And we're definitely not going to give you all our money. No, you don't want to be bothered with us, then we don't want to be bothered with you, nor does our money. So, I'm saying I started Halloween. Holiday blackout, pull your money out of this economy from now through New Year's Day. Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all of December, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. No. Pull your money out of the economy. These major retailers, no, it's a blackout. Now, shout out to the We Ain't Buying It economic boycott. This is a boycott that was organized by my dear friends Latasha Brown and Cliff Averill at Black Voters Matter, along with Indivisible and Until Freedom. These three nonprofit organizations that do great work. Latasha Brown has been on the show. We reached out to each other. She's so busy traveling, doing her thing, but she's like, G, I appreciate the shout out, and I'm gonna try to come on with you, or maybe if Cliff can, or shout out to Indivisible, Until Freedom. I'd love to have you guys on, but I'm blowing it up. I'm platforming what you all are doing because we are in the same spirit and standing on the same constitution and foundation, standing on business. Our money carries a lot of power, especially in the black community. Over $2 trillion, somewhere between $2 to $3 trillion with a T, not billion, trillion, over $2 trillion in spending power. Don't beg nobody to take your money, like Gene Jones said. All right? So, the We Ain't Buying It economic boycott, they have targeted 3 major retailers that have supported Orange Hitler and his regime, and they were at the inauguration on the inauguration back when January 20th. So they are targeting 3 major retailers. Those retailers are Amazon, Home Depot, and Target. Well, we have targeted Target, so they have to round and found out. Now I know some of you all are addicted to Amazon. Trust me, I know. All right, I got some women in my family. Maybe they ain't addicted, but we're not doing Amazon. We're not doing Home Depot. We're not doing Target. So the We Ain't Buying It boycott is targeting the Black Friday, Cyber Monday, big shopping weekend. That's probably the biggest shopping weekend for retailers all year long. So we ain't buying it. They should have called it the We Ain't Buying Shit. We ain't buying it. It's got IT in it. The only thing they just forgot to put the SH in front of the IT. So I'll remix it. We ain't buying shit. Or they call it the We Ain't Buying It economic boycott of Amazon, Home Depot, and Target from November 28th, that's Black Friday, November 28th, through Cyber Monday, which is December 1st. So once again, shout out to Black Voters Matter, Latasha Brown, Cliff Averill, Indivisible, and Until Freedom. I am standing on business with you all. Thank you so very, very much. It is so important that you make people respect you and respect your money. Most important, because if you don't respect my money, you don't respect me. You don't give a shit about me, you don't give a shit about my money. So, all right, listen, before I get out of here, there's been a lot of talk. So we're still waiting on Orange Hitler to sign the bill that went through the House of Representatives, the U.S. House, 427-1 voted to release the Epstein files. Unanimous consent in the Senate. That meant all 100 senators, including all the MAGA Republicans. See, you need to go on and release them Epstein files. So there's now a lot of back and forth, and Pam Bondi. Now remember, I talked about it yesterday. So on July 7th, Pam Bondi came out, made a statement, and put it in writing. Her and Mr. FBI Cash. Can you please send that plane to get my girlfriend from Nashville, Cash Patel? Pam Bondi in writing said that we, I'm quoting, paraphrasing, we did not uncover any evidence that could predicate an investigation against uncharged third parties. So Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, said that on July 7th that the Justice Department, her office, the FBI, did not uncover any evidence of any wrongdoing in these of any what they called uncharged third parties. So if there would have been anybody's name, because you heard names Bill Clinton mentioned, Bill Gates, but according to Pam Bondi on July 7th, that they didn't uncover evidence that could predicate there was not enough evidence for an investigation. And that's what she said. Now today she's claiming, we're gonna, I think there's new evidence. We're gonna investigate some Democrats this evening. I even saw the minority leader of the House of Representatives, the brother out of New York, Hakeem Jeffries. Listen, release the files, okay? Let's just release the files. Stop playing games. Don't just throw names out, because we know the one name that was in the Epstein files about 2,000 times. The same dude that we've seen in all the videos of Jeffrey Epstein luring and pointing at these young girls way back in the 90s and early 2000s, or I think it was the 90s, was your man Orange Hitler. So just stop playing. So whoever's names are in the files, in whatever way, your men, women, MAGA, Democrat, Independent, agnostic, Christian, Muslim, Jewish, Hindu, it doesn't matter. Just release the files and stop playing. And don't play with the legal term is redacted, blacked out. I made a prediction last night. I'm gonna say it again, and I'm gonna add to the prediction. Because there's a lot of concern. I even got a text message from a family member. I think my baby girl sent me a text. She's like, having a conversation, and someone said that, well, they're not gonna release him, probably not gonna release him because it's done. The vote is already gone through. 100 senators, 100 out of 100, unanimous consent, voted to release the Epstein files. 427 members of the House of Representatives voted to release the Epstein files. One voted not to release the Epstein files. So, and the president can't veto it because with those numbers, it's veto proof. They have enough votes to override any kind of presidential veto that that's why Orange Hitler said he's going to sign it because he has no other choice. Now they can play games and try to drip and just release names. Some Democrats, quote unquote Democrats, whose name may be mentioned in the Epstein files. But when you get through with that, release all the files because there are people who have either been fired or resigned from the Justice Department. I'm sure there's some people in the Justice Department still today that's keeping their head down, keeping their mouth shut, keeping their nose clean, keeping their head down. But not with the bullshit, not with the inhumanity and the hatred and racism and the misogyny and sexism. There are people like James Comey, who used to be the head of the FBI. His daughter, as a matter of fact, she was, I think, one of the main prosecutors that prosecuted Epstein, and then there was somebody, it was Alex Acosta that negotiated some kind of deal to where Jeffrey Epstein, instead of being convicted of a felony, well, I think it was like a misdemeanor, but anyway, they negotiated some deal where he didn't get as much time as he should have. My point is, there are people, maybe even inside the Justice Department, there are people who were in the Justice Department, who are no longer there for whatever reason. And my prediction is there's somebody or somebodies that has the unredacted copy, the unredacted version of the Epstein files. So now, Orange Hitler, you can go ahead and play around if you want to. I don't know when, I don't know what will trigger this release, but all of a sudden, if you see somebody, if Lawrence O'Donnell on MS Now or somebody, y'all send them to me. It'll get out. It'll get out because it's going to come out. And to add to it, all the reports, there was over 1,000 women, at least. So more than 1,000, which could be 2,000. So there's so many women that were victimized. This happened over almost a 30-year period. So there are women. Last night on TV, I saw a woman who hadn't come forward before, and she's still scared to talk because a lot of these women, they have been threatened. Literally, their lives have been threatened, the lives of their family. But listen, you're going to run up on the wrong one or the right one. It's going to be like, you know what? You all keep playing in my face. We don't give a damn. F it. I'm snitching, I'm telling. And she going to name names. Or because there were young men victimized excuse me, you may see a young, maybe not so young man, a man that was a victim as a young man, start naming names. It's coming out. It is coming out. Another pearl of wisdom of my grandmother, Geno Jones, said, she said, what goes on in the dark will come out in the light. What goes on in the dark will come out in the light. It's coming out. So, on Chitley, you would do better. Just release, just put it out there and deal with it. Because it's coming out one way or another, I guarantee you. And I guarantee you, there's somebody, there's probably more than one person, but I guarantee there's at least one person that before they left, they was like, okay, let me go ahead and put this little thumb drive in here. Let me go ahead and figure out a way to, let me go ahead and, or maybe all along they would just, a little bit, because I know it's thousands and thousands, this Epstein files, there's a lot. But I guarantee, don't worry, I guarantee there's somebody. There's somebody who was in the Justice Department, close to somebody in the Justice Department, or maybe still there, that's got the unredacted version of the Epstein files. And the attorneys for the victims, they know what's in the files anyway. So play around if you want to. It's coming out one way or another. Thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you, and especially you. God, most of all, thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show live Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, 4:30 p.m. out on the West Coast. Shout out to everybody that's watching live. Thank you, everybody in my chat room. Please don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section below. That is so important. YouTube, they look at all of it. And don't forget, everybody watching, give me the thumbs up. Click the thumbs up, please. Like this and every episode. Please leave your comments in this and every episode. If you agree with me that these Epstein files, the unredacted, the unblacked out version is eventually going to come out, or maybe you don't, but I want to hear your opinion. I want to see your comments in the comment section. Because some of these women, they are about fed up. And they only going to take so much more. So they keep playing around, because pretty soon some of these women are going to be like, I don't give a damn. All right, I'm naming names to the dudes that molested or raped me. So Orange Hitler can sweat if you want to, partner. Whatever went on in the dark is coming out in the light, and he knows it. And all his little buddies, CEOs and billionaires, it's coming out. All right. I want to thank everybody for supporting the show. All my new subscribers, by the way, if you'd like to financially support the show, first of all, if you'd like to be a sponsor or advertise, I'd be honored to have you as part of the Geno Jones Show family, like Courtney Johnson and her company, real estate company, Kojo LLC, COJOLLC.com. If you're looking to buy a home, buy or sell a home in the Carolinas, you can go to COJOLLC.com, COJOLLC.com. Or call Courtney, say, hey, I was watching the Geno Jones Show. And we're in the Carolinas, thinking about moving to the Carolinas, or maybe here, looking to buy or sell a home. She's got you. 843 area code 543-4022. 843 area code 543-4022. Now, if you would like to support the Geno Jones Show financially in my media company, it is so important that we support Black-owned media. We need our own independent platforms, speaking truth to power, or as my grandmother said, Jeannie, tell the truth, shame the devil. And that's what we do right here. So no amount is too small or too large. You can financially support the show, or a financial gift. You can do it two ways. You can Zelle, use my email address, Geno Jones Show, all one word. That's how you spell Geno Jones Show, at Gmail. So you can go to Zelle, type in my email address, Geno Jones Show at Gmail. It'll take you to my Zelle account, and whatever, like I said, no amount is too small. $5, 50,000, 500,000, 50 million, 5 billion. It's all good. We'll take it all. Or you can use Cash App. $Dad G Jones. Cash App, $, D, lowercase a D, capital G J, lowercase ONES. So I thank you in advance. I want to thank those that have supported the show financially. I want to thank those that have sponsoring the show now, like Courtney Johnson and Kojo LLC and all the other folks that have supported the Geno Jones Show and my media company. Thank you. And so I thank you in advance for all those who are going to go to Zelle or Cash App right now, tonight. You get paid Friday, whenever. And thank you for your financial support. It is so important, once again, that we support Black-owned media. Shout out to Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. Check him out on Instagram, on IG, Kel Be Cutting Up, CEO, Designer Cuts, KELBECUTTINUP, because Kel be cutting up. And Allie Jones, the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. Check her and her Lexi Jones collection out on Instagram or IGLX.NCL_. That little dash at the end of the second L. LX.NCL_. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We'll see you live. So tomorrow, Dr. Z, I guess she'll be back. Dr. Zakivia Lewis, she'll be back. We're going to talk about holiday season. It's a wonderful time of year, but it's a very difficult time of year, and depression is really rampant. It is one of the worst times of year for depression. Holiday depression can be very tough, and just between depression and the anxiety of trying to make the holidays perfect, it can really take a toll on your mental health, physical health, emotional, spiritual, all of it. So Dr. Z is going to be here to talk about that, and we're going to talk to the men too, fellas. 4 out of 5 people that commit suicide are men. When I saw that number, I was like, as a matter of fact, I had to ask Dr. Z, really? 4 out of 5? 4 out of 5 suicides are men. That is alarming. And there's a lot, we're going to talk about it tomorrow, because society has really messed men up in so many ways, and it have not allowed men to be full humans and full men. You know, the tough part and the protector and the provider part, but you know, we got to be full men. Shout out to a brother named Jason Wilson. He's a brilliant brother. I really want to get him on the show. He talks about something he calls a comprehensive man. There's a time to be tough, but there's a time to be tender. There's a time to protect, but there's a time to listen. There's a time to learn. Sometimes there's a time to fall back. So we're going to talk about just mental health and the crisis. And God, you know what it's like for a black man. It's bad for black people, but I don't know if you knew that number. 4 out of 5 suicides in this country are men. So we'll have our expert Dr. Z on tomorrow and to talk about that and to give you some tips to deal with the holiday blues or depression that you may have, but just how not to be so anxious trying to make Christmas perfect. It's going to be a great show, so you don't want to miss it. We'll see you live Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, 4:30 p.m. everybody out on the West Coast. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.